Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another 4C Comics Tuesday night sketch claim. We are all here. If you were all in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend, you would have seen all of us. We were all there, and now we're all back home, spread across the United States, taking advantage of everything. Look at that. Everybody's here. Annika's here. You just missed our makeup tutorial. I didn't quite get it. I'm sorry. I'll focus more next time. But how's everybody doing? Everybody glad to be back home? Ken, I know that's been a long trip for you. And Becker did some massive driving. Bacon had to drive all the way from Raleigh to Charlotte. That must have been daunting.
Oh, no. Annika had to drive all the way from Charlotte to Raleigh.
That's right.
You didn't even do your own short drive.
Listen, I heard she was doing a little pole position on the highway, too. I heard she was cutting some time.
Yeah, she was cutting some time, but nothing like Jeffrey Dunn.
Hey, listen, I was going so fast, I almost ran into him coming from Virginia. That's how fast
we saw you. We saw you're crazy.
Yeah. Annika said, oh, there goes the red car going out of control down the highway.
We saw this red blur in front of us, and we were like, oh, well, I bet you that's Jeff. And 30 minutes later, we found out it was definitely Jeff.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
I made worse time coming back than I did getting there. I got really tired on the way home and just took my time.
Well, that's good. That's good not to tire yourself out. You know, relax. Ken, how about you?
Going west, the way of the downer party.
It was fine.
Ken's used to it now.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Well, you know what's better than fine is our guest tonight. So we can bring him out. He's already ready to come out and do some drawing for you guys. Everybody welcome Andrew Pepoy. Andrew, how are you doing, bud?
Hey, good. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Wonderful. Yeah, we're glad. We've been trying to get you on for a while, so I'm glad we were finally able to work out the dates and get you on. We actually just saw Andrew this weekend. He was right next to us at HeroesCon.
Yeah, you guys had to get, here you are. You got sick of me all weekend, and now you're stuck with me now. It's like, can you never get rid of me?
No, that's always great. So, hi Emilio. Oh, hi Eric. What's going on, guys? Eric was he was in Heroes also. So guys, what we're doing tonight is Andrew's going to be doing some sketching. If you're unfamiliar with Andrew's work, we're going to talk about a little bit of stuff that he's done, but he's done everything. He's done a little bit. I mean, I literally have like just because I'm not going to remember all this. I mean, this just touches on a few of the things you've worked on. So Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, Scooby-Doo, Ghost Rider, Dick Tracy, Star Wars, Godzilla, Birds of Prey, Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, there's really nothing he can't draw. Is what I've learned from researching Andrew. So, and there we go. Where the first claim is up there, guys. We're doing 9x12 headshots for $75. Torsos are $100. First claim.
Remember, 4% processing fee and $25 for shipping.
That's right.
This is why I like you, Becker. That's why I like you.
All right, and guys, just in case you haven't claimed from us before, and I know most of you have, but how it works is we are a live claim sketch show. So what we do is we take claims in the chat. As you see, people have typed claim. If we get 3 or less claims, whoever claims first, they get the option to get the art. If it's more than 3, we put the first 5 names on a wheel spin. We want to make it even. We don't want anybody getting, out of it because they have some bad internet. So that's why we do it that way. But so right now we have 3. If one more comes up, one more claim, we have to do a wheel spin. But I think I'll give it a countdown. Annika, do you want to give it a countdown? Look at that. She's giving you the fast 10. I like it. Done. Lucas, you have the claim, my friend. Jonathan, David, hang out. There's going to be a lot of claims tonight. So let us know what you'd like, 9x12 or headshot.
Head sketch or torso.
Yeah.
And, Fable, Simpsons, whatever. Because I work. Those are probably the things I'm known for. Working on those the most.
Lucas says
Simpsons
torso,
for 18 years.
Yeah.
And can I get a classic Cyberman from Doctor Who?
Oh, you really want something complicated, don't you?
Cyberman from Doctor Who. All right.
Well, I'm gonna have to pull up reference on that.
Oh yeah. Well, once you see it, it's not that complicated. I think I have a Lego figure around here somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, I certainly know the Cybermen, but I know I'm going to get it. Doctor Who is my favorite show. So
nice.
But I got to get it right. So here we go. Classic. If I could spell classic properly, that would help. Cybermen. Okay. images. So like, so one of the 1960s ones.
Yeah, all right. If you want classic, Lucas, make sure you let us know. There's like the 60s version of the Cybermen. We'll have like a 20
Do you
second
have an
delay.
episode reference or?
Or he can just hold it up, his phone up to show it off.
Also, guys,
Of course, I'm not finding what I really want to find, but
Jack of Hearts claims tonight, guys.
Yeah, let's see. Is that
those
is that
guys
what we're looking for? Those kind of classic? Is that what we're looking at, Lucas? Let us know.
Okay, let's see how fast. Let's see if I can draw this. I've done Cybermen before. I actually had to do them for the comic book a couple times because I have worked on that as well.
He says perfect. So there you go.
All right. And then we had our first question in from Emilio earlier.
Hello, Emilio.
And that is, Andrew, who was your favorite penciler to ink over?
Oh, see, that's a really hard one because there've been I've been really fortunate that I've had a lot of good pencilers to ink. Like Javier Saltara is one of my favorite guys to ink. He's one of the guys I probably inked the most pages by. He's always fun. On another extreme, Manny Galan on Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a completely different style, but Manny's stuff is just always so clean and energetic. Mark Buckingham, who I worked with on Fables for many years, he's always fun to ink. There's just so many of them. I mean, I can't narrow it down to one, but I was just talking about James Fry with somebody, one of the most underrated pencilers out there. He's definitely one of my favorites to ink. And I wish he was like working on Birds of Prey. Like we did a couple issues of Birds of Prey years ago, and why he isn't like a regular penciler on it, I don't know.
How was your HeroesCon experience?
Oh, great! HeroesCon is one of my favorite shows. I've been doing that show for nearly 30 years. Next year will make 30 years I've been doing that show. And
wow.
And it is always a good time. It is always one of the best guest lists you could find out there. I mean, I'm as much of a fan as I am, a professional. So, I'm often out there geeking out over my favorite artists. I mean, I still, it's kind of surreal to me that I am, friends with Jose Luis Garcia Lopez or Mark Schultz or people like that whose work I idolize, and I just go up and chat with them, and for some reason they don't think it's too weird, or at least they don't tell me they think it's too weird. So, but I had a good time. I picked up a few comics myself. I picked up some artwork. Traded June Brigman for a really nice Captain Ginger page.
Oh,
do you guys know Captain Ginger?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I actually looked through her pages when I got a second during the show.
Yeah, it's one of those. Again, speaking of underrated, another one of those really underrated series that should be a hit. And so I got this great page with some little kittens in bubble helmets. I mean, who doesn't want little kittens in bubble helmets?
I love bubble helmets.
And discovered an artist named Brian Mon, who I'd never heard of before, who had his own little indie book, which of course now I'm blanking out on the name. Not enough sleep since the convention. I was up late working on commissions there, and as soon as I got home from the convention, I had to stay up till 4 a.m. to meet a deadline. So Brian Mon, great Disney artist. He works for Disney. Doing design stuff, but he's got his own little indie book, and he does these great. Picked up a great Supergirl little watercolor that he had done. So,
very nice.
Bacon, you should know. You like Brian Mon?
Yeah, I love Brian Mon. He was sitting right, basically against the wall, close to us, right beside the men's bathroom. So we passed by him quite a few times.
Yeah, that's how I discovered his stuff. Is I had to walk past his table a bunch of times, and finally I was like just zipping past it, and finally one time I looked down, I'm going, oh wait a minute, this stuff's great.
I love Brian. He used to do What Shall I Draw Today, and like on his Instagram, you could suggest any kind of character mashup that you wanted. and he'd draw these little sketch cards, and he only sells at shows. You cannot get his stuff unless you're at a show. So you would suggest it and then run to his table at the next show you see him at, and hope that your piece is still not sold.
Right.
I didn't know that. Yeah, because there was a piece of his that I kept ogling, and I'd already bought one. I was like, can I afford another? I'm a cartoonist. That's the problem. I need to be like I need to be a corporate lawyer, so I have money.
I don't mean to interject too much, but I had a piece that one of his what shall I draws from right before COVID happened, and I suggested a piece and he drew it, and then COVID hit, and we couldn't go anywhere. We didn't see him. He didn't come to Heroes last year, so I actually had Annika ask a friend to go to a show on the West Coast for me, and pick this piece up. And hope that it was still there, and shockingly it was. But yeah, Brian Mon's really good. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I wish I had known of him earlier.
Yeah.
So, but I had a good HeroesCon. HeroesCon's always great. Shelton's great. Can't ever complain. So, how about you guys? Did you guys find some fun stuff when you were there?
Oh yeah, it was a really good show. It was a lot quieter than last year. Granted, we had a lot more artists to cover last year, but it was also the first show in 2 years since the pandemic that Heroes had happened. So this one was a little bit calmer than it has been in past years, but which was good because I think Annika and Bacon actually got to leave the table, which I was so happy they actually got to enjoy. I don't think they got much of that last year. They were working their butts off too hard, and this year was a little easier. I put my daughter to work. She was helping out at the table, probably doing more work than I've ever done.
What? No.
Yeah.
Never, Jeff.
I didn't say
Never.
anything about that.
What are you talking about? Your daughter works more than you? No.
Yeah.
No.
I heard that. I heard that somewhere.
She's really good with the register. Loved it.
She is. So I was after the weekend was over and I saw the haul that these guys pulled in. I was like, I didn't even know they were able to get on that many lists. I was like, dang.
One of the best things for me at the convention was finding out that my Kickstarter had met its funding goal.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Congrats.
Yeah. And once again, we got a whole big show here to fill, but if you want to talk about that now, that'd be great. Let people know about the Kickstarter.
First, I'll let's see. Can you see this a little bit? Or I'm holding this up.
Put you full screen, and not me. Nobody wants to see me.
Just roughed it in blue pencil here, so got to start inking.
Look at that.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So that's a good example of what you guys are going to get for torsos. So get ready with your claim comments.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but so I've got a Kickstarter going live right now. I don't know if anyone's familiar with how many are familiar with Simone and Ajax, my characters that I've been doing on and off for the last 30 some years. As I always tell anyone, if you're looking for anything deep and meaningful, this is not your book. But if you're looking for a strange buddy comedy about a girl whose best pal happens to be a 3-foot-tall cartoony dinosaur, this is your comic. A lot of cheesy jokes, horrible bad puns, lemmings, and I can send them any time or place I want without a TARDIS. So like the last book, the book I'm holding up is the one I did that came out last year for my first Kickstarter. That's Lemmings and Tigers and Bears, Oh My, in which there's a pirate story, a cowboy story. They go to Transylvania, meet vampires and werewolves and all that kind of stuff, and a detective story. But now what I'm doing is I've got a new Kickstarter up that's going to have a cover something like this. And
you make them big, so we can see the book.
Oh yeah, let's throw him in the middle so we can see actually. There we go.
Yeah, so this is sort of the preliminary cover. It's not going to be the final cover for. Let's see, where can I get this where the light's not glaring all over it? But anyway, it is called What's Black and White and Red All Over, because this actually goes back to the beginning of Simone and Ajax, from their very first story I drew in 1989 when I was in college, all the way up to their last black and white story in 2005, because all that stuff appeared in lots of anthologies, never been collected before. And people are always saying, I can't find this, I can't find that. So I thought I'm going to do a Kickstarter and put it all in one book.
Nice.
And and if you want to find out about the Kickstarter, you can just search my last name, Pepoy, P-E-P-O-Y, on Kickstarter. Or you can, go to pepoy.com or simoneandajax.com. and there'll be a link as soon as you get there to go back it if you want. And yeah, as of this morning, we met the first stretch goal. So it's now what is my favorite genre of comic to drag? So I mean, Superman is in a dress.
I think you meant draw.
I know. But yeah, so you can go to my website, find the link, and check it out. Like I said, today we met the first stretch goal, so it's now hardcover. So now on to more stretch goals.
Nice.
But,
Cool.
yeah, so things are going decently on it, and hoping everyone can check it out. It's a very silly
congratulations on meeting that goal. That's great.
Well, thanks. Yeah, no, it's I'm working hard, trying to get the word out there, which is and just trying to get this stuff out there. So my favorite superhero to draw, before I forget that guy's question. Again, it's sort of like my favorite penciler, my favorite band, whatever. I can't narrow it down to one. So many fun characters to draw. Certainly some of the characters like Wonder Woman or Zatanna or Black Canary or something like that come to mind right away. Well,
he more meant like Heroes, Archie style sci-fi.
Oh,
like the actual genre instead of the characters.
Oh, okay. Favorite genre? Probably a lot of the like Archie stuff, Betty and Veronica, Josie, stuff like that. That's some of my favorite stuff to draw. I mean, when you look at my own work, on my own stuff, it is all influenced by that. Dan DeCarlo is probably my favorite artist of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Who did Betty and Veronica and Josie and Sabrina, created Josie and Sabrina, and so I love that stuff. I'm known for drawing sort of cute pin-uppy girls, and that's so that's probably my genre. But nice. I can draw Cyberman because I have worked on Doc too. So.
Shane, he already talked about Heroes a little bit, but this was his 29th Heroes, he said, and it went well.
Oh, yeah.
And we all saw your collection, Shane, that you posted of Battle Damaged. So I wouldn't be jealous if you added another one, though.
Yeah. He got his Ryan Benjamin that he got off the live stream from Japan. He got that colored by Andrew Robinson, and it looks awesome.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it was his birthday this past weekend. So happy birthday, buddy.
Oh,
happy birthday. He mentioned that he just said that Andrew has been to more Heroes cons than Shane is old.
Yes, I'm old, but yeah, no, I mean, I've been going to conventions. Been going to conventions. Like I said, either as a pro or a fan for years now. Like I was mentioning to someone the other day, about 2 weeks from now, we'll mark the my first the 40th anniversary of my first big convention I ever went to, and I actually set up at it at the age of 14.
Oh, cool.
Well, I was a pushy little fanzine publisher at the time, and I started publishing fanzines when I was 12, and I drove. That was back in the days when parents would let their 14-year-old kid drive 3 hours to the big city of Chicago with their 16-year-old friends to go to a convention, and I took a box of fanzines and I took my own little folding table, and just sort of went in and said, "Hey, can I set up somewhere?" And they were like, "Well, if you can find a place where you're not blocking a fire exit or somebody else's display, go for it." And I found a spot right between Bill Willingham and Mike Sains, and just sort of set up there and sold my fanzines. Occasionally ran off, got autographs. But I remember I had Rich Buckler walk up to me and say, "How'd you get a table?" I couldn't get a table. And I just was like, "I brought my own."
That's great.
That's awesome.
My mom would not have let me drive.
That sounds Chicago. Like the best way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I thought somebody had said something and I missed it. But
Oh no, there's Shane's piece. So he had gotten that from one of our live streams from the Japan Comic Expo. and took it to Heroes and got it Andrew to color it. So that's amazing, man. That looks awesome.
Who's
That is
Facebook?
incredible.
I don't know. That's why I'm highlighting it.
Oh,
I don't
I
know
saw
who did
it's. I think their name is Kevin. I went back and looked. Kevin, Kevin, you got to give StreamYard permission to see your name. Otherwise, all we see is Facebook user, and we don't know who you are. We want to talk to you by name. So if you could jump out and give Facebook or StreamYard permission to see your name, come back in. We'll know who you are.
And Shane, I don't believe so. You're not doing an open sketch shop list after this show, right?
No. No. Andrew's a busy guy. So we've got this up. We've got him while he's here. So if you want something from Andrew, get it while we're live because he's a busy man.
Yeah, I'm making some progress here. It's getting there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Outstanding. No, I was just saying earlier that I lived 3 hours from Chicago when I was 14, and my mom was definitely not letting me go there.
I guess she figured my 16-year-old friend was responsible. He was actually 2 years later, when he was 18, was elected mayor of my town and was apparently the youngest mayor in the country at the time.
Oh wow! What town?
Holland, Michigan.
Holland, Michigan. Huh.
Yeah, my friend was Phil Tanis. I'm still friends with him. We're Facebook friends, and I got he actually lives elsewhere now, but I got to see him not long ago. And he's I am grateful to him for him opening up the first little comic shop, direct sales comic shop in Holland in the 80s, and taking me off to my first convention where I met people who like later have become friends, like Howard Chaykin and Bill Sienkiewicz and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. I met all these guys when I was 14 and never imagining that 40 years later I'd be like, it'll just walk up and chat with them. And Bill gave me a fantastic quote, blurb for this new book. I just, he last year at San Diego asked me, just sort of out of the blue, asked me, hey, would you like a blurb for your next book? And I was like, sure. And the blurb he sent me was more like this testimonial. And, and I mean, that just sort of, it's sort of like a very Bill thing, it seems, even from when I was 14. Like when I met him at that show, I didn't know he was going to be there. So, I had stacks of comics for John Byrne and Jose and Trevor Van Eden and all these other people I knew was going to be there. And Bill, I didn't have anything by because I didn't know he was going to be there. And I walked up to him and told him I loved his stuff. He was all, that was right when he was at his, sort of the height of Moon Knight. And I didn't have anything by him. And he was like, oh, is that your sketchbook? I was like, yeah. And he just sort of takes my sketchbook and grabs a ballpoint pen and does me this Moon Knight drawing right there and then, just for me, and just gave it to me.
So cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Bill is one of the nicest guys in comics.
Oh, and look at that. Ken snuck in another claim, guys. So whenever you're ready, we're going to have we'll have one lined up and ready for you, Andrew. So type, guys, go ahead and type claim in the chat if you want to be the next one on the list for Andrew. Oh, there's two quick ones.
Two right off the bat.
Yeah.
Kevin Lenneman, great job following Jeff's StreamYard instructions. Great job.
Yeah, golf clap. Very good. See how easy it is, people? Very, very easy.
What'd you get, Emilio? He says, I got a major score at Niagara Falls show the other week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it. It's a major score by the name of Jim Starlin.
Ooh, nice. Emilio loves his jams. That's cool.
He was sketching in the show?
He sketches now. It's something he does.
Small, tiny sketches, and apparently only jams is what I've heard.
Interesting.
Well,
for years he wasn't drawing because he had that incident with the soda stream that kind of exploded on him and hurt his hand, and if he wasn't wearing glasses, may have put an eye out or something. So for years he wasn't doing anything.
The
yes.
Yep.
Oh, that's
or
good.
you could have just said soda stream, Annika.
No, what was it again, Annika? What was it? How's it go? Yes, that's it. Exactly.
I have one of them. So that's
Annika and her noises. Aranga and I were laughing for the entire show at one certain noise. Yep. That's the noise right there.
What is that noise representing?
Nope, we can't say that online. We
It's very
can't.
inappropriate.
Yeah, and Linda, I'm gonna say allegedly because I'm not sure if that was the actual brand of the thing, so I don't want to get into trouble for libel
done, so does
or
Stream.
yeah. But so everybody, Becker, what was your? Did you give any good scores? Did you pick up any comics or anything while you were there?
Oh yeah, sure did.
Did you get on Did you get a DWJ?
I got it for a friend. That's what that was for. I was getting a ticket for a friend.
That was nice of you because that's an insane line that I will never brave.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we can call this claim. Jonathan, you got the claim. So let us know if you want a headshot or a torso and what character. And then after he's done with this Cyberman, he'll get started on yours.
I do have to admit, Becker, that line was crazy. It stuck in front of our table the entire weekend.
I noticed that. I got this book.
Oh, let's start. I guess we could highlight Becker up here. Let's see what's going on. By the way,
throw me up for a second.
Andrew, your next sketch is going to be a Batman torso. So just throw that out there in your head there.
Okay.
This is an upgrade for me. I traded in
a
detached cover for version.
Becker, I did not know you got that. That's
amazing,
man.
First Galactus. That's great.
Congratulations. That's a big pickup.
Yeah, Surfer. That's awesome, man.
And I do want to just make a quick shout out to Davin Gunter. He was the one that won our free giveaway when we finally did it on Saturday.
Oh yeah, you finally gave away the shirt.
And Aranga was shocked because we did not tell him what the saying was and what he had to say to Aranga. So thank you very much for providing us with a great laugh, Davin.
Oh yeah, Ken. I have a request for a little friend that you might have taken home. But I'll tell you that off camera. Just a little request for our new friend.
The heck is going on here?
Our new mascot.
Yeah.
Our new mascot is what I was alluding to.
Yeah.
With Davin,
the private chat.
With what Davin had to say at Heroes to get the free shirt.
So Kevin Lenahan says, my favorite score ever is the OA page 14 Simpsons story I picked up from Andrew at HeroesCon 2022.
I think it was a 14-page story. I don't think it was page
14 page. I thought it meant page 14. No, 14-page Simpsons story. Got it.
So I guess he got that from you at last year's HeroesCon. So there you go.
Yeah. No, I had some Simpsons art for a brief time. So, but yeah, no, I loved working on that stuff. That's one of the best jobs I ever had. It was fun comics. It was, the pencils were always great. I was working with great people. I was working with one of your guys, Bill Morrison, with Nathan Kane and Jason Ho and all these great pencilers, and it was just a really nice crowd of people, and never felt pretty much never felt rushed. It was good. It was. I wish I was still doing that. It was just a great thing.
Yeah.
And this thing's getting there.
There you go.
Little by
Amelia
little.
wanted to know who your favorite Simpsons character you drew.
I got a soft spot for Maggie. I don't know. She doesn't talk or anything, but just she's just fun little character. I liked one of my favorite things with The Simpsons was doing the Maggie and Moe detective stories.
Maggie and Moe. Wait, Maggie and Moe from Moe's Tavern? Moe?
Yeah, that Moe. Yeah, they would go off and solve mysteries.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Moe Sislak solved mysteries with Maggie.
Yes, they went off and fought crime and solved mysteries. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Cuz comics.
You never know what's going to happen there. So. But with The Simpsons, anything could happen. So gotta look up some reference here some more.
We'll get your question in a minute, Emilio. I like Jason.
What do you think?
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Classic Cyberman. There you go,
So
guys.
everyone knows we are sending invoices live tonight. We're trying to do that with the new live shows. So be on the lookout. Especially if you've claimed with us before, the invoices are going to go out before the drawing even starts.
That's right.
And thank you, Lucas, for already paying.
Yes,
Look at
thank you
that.
very much, Lucas.
You even got a sneeze.
So, Bacon, what was your big get for this weekend? What was the most memorable thing that you picked up?
I got my yearly Dave Aikens piece, and I love it. Hold on,
Nice.
it's right here. There we go.
Oh, Sif, nice.
My yearly
Very nice.
Dave Aikens. I love this man. He can do no wrong, and I'm gonna get one from him every time I see him.
Did you see Lucas? His invoice was number 2,500. Does he get a prize?
That's up to Ken.
That's a Ken question.
Yeah. Have we ever done an invoice number 1? Did it really start at 1 and just go straight through? Is that how
I think
it is?
so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. Did Ken just come in and say yeah and then go out? Is that what
Yep.
happened? Oh, okay.
That was the fastest he's ever been in and out of the stream.
What about you, Annika? You got quite a few Janes this weekend.
Not my still freeze.
Didn't get your stealth freeze. I'm sorry.
Mother.
It's gonna make
That's a
it
hard
that
one
much
to get.
better when you do. It's gonna make it that much greater when you finally get it.
Yes, Becker. However, it shouldn't be that hard when you were number 2 on the list both years in a row.
And nothing?
And nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
It's fine.
It's
totally
fine. It's fine. She's not mad. It's fine.
I got a couple pieces. My favorite one was probably Alessandro Micheli's
Yeah.
Okay. I've gotten stuff from him.
insane movement and insane colors. It was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of color Janes, do you?
I have a couple, but not really, no.
Right. Yeah.
Color Janes?
She collects
Jane.
Jane Foster Thor. That's her,
Okay.
her character of choice.
So hopefully I'll get a self freeze this year in the mail.
Hopefully.
But it's fine.
It's
So
fine.
it's fine. It's fine. I don't care. It's fine.
It's totally fine.
It's 6.0.
Well, Annika, as God is my witness, I will go to Baltimore and I will go straight to Stelfreeze's table and I will stand there and I will lay down and bat my arms and cry until he does your Stelfreeze.
Oh, Jeff, I forgot to tell you that I might be going to Baltimore like for sure now. So we'll see.
Yay.
We'll discuss.
We'll discuss because we will. I knew one of the factors of getting Bacon to go there was going to be Jeff Johns, but there might be some more. So
Joe Chen's the factor that's getting me to go.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Buffy artist, cover artist.
I'll be in Baltimore too.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
We'll have
Great.
to hang out. There you go. We'll be going not in an official 4C capacity. I don't think Ken's going to make it to that show this year, and we don't have any artists lined up for it. But it's a local show for me, 40-minute drive, so I always do that show.
Yeah. No, they put on a great show. It's all sort of like HeroesCon and Baltimore. Always such great guest lists and treat people so well. It's a great time.
Yeah. I think Baltimore sort of kind of based their show off of Heroes, with obviously some other changes in there too. They do bring some celebrities photo shoots in, but they do have a great guest list for artists and creators. So it's always a good show.
I'm getting there little by little. That's my problem with these quick sketches. I like to put like the extra effort in.
Well, I'm sure everyone appreciates hearing that.
And then there's a question, Andrew, where are you based?
I'm in Chicago, in Wicker Park.
There you go, guys, Chicago.
That's crazy. I lived there.
What's crazy?
Many years ago.
You what? In Wicker Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Many
it's nice.
years ago.
back when we're back before all the baby strollers showed up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm trying to think about 22 years ago, 21 years.
Yeah.
So after the Smashing Pumpkins and Liz Fair days.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, my daughter actually lives in near Lincoln Park now. She's here for the summer, but she lives.
The one who was with you at the one who was with you at the show.
Mm-hmm, yep, she goes to school there, so I have her for the summer, but she'll be back there come end of August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was DePaul or something?
She's only 16, so she's going to be a junior, and she goes to Lincoln Park High School.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna
cool.
All the college visits are starting now this summer. That's when we getting ready. We have another question. Amelia wanted to know for us, did anybody get anything from the big auction? I bid on 4 pieces. I didn't get any of them.
I got a lot of booze and a big bill on my credit card.
What did you do?
Oh, I bought a lot of I bought a lot of booze.
Oh, I thought you said. Never mind. I didn't hear booze. Oh, bacon.
Yep, that's me. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I went back to my room before, 9:30. I wanted to catch the main event of AEW Collision for the return of CM Punk and Wicker Park resident.
Oh my God, CM Punk is still alive?
He is.
Wow. I think Andrew's done.
There it is.
Oh, look at.
Well, look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful. Awesome.
There you go. The gray marker's not showing up too well in the light, but there's some nice gray tones on there too. So.
Oh no, we can see it. Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
That's awesome. There you go, Lucas.
And on to a torso of Batman.
Okay.
And Emilio, I got nothing from the auction. I got bullied by our artist. So.
Are you talking about the talent?
The talent.
I'm sorry. The talent.
Capital T, capital T. The talent.
The talent, yes, as he likes to refer to himself.
I'm going to assume that's Aranka.
Chris Campagna did not help with his ego this weekend. Let's just be real. And then Andrew Lucas says he loves it. Thank you.
Okay, good. Glad he's happy.
Let's see. Somebody had a question.
It'll look better in real life.
Somebody had a question earlier about if you work in other mediums, like watercolor or. Sorry, I have to go back and find the question. Oh yeah,
it was watercolor or anything else.
Yeah, well, like say this cover that I was showing earlier, that's hand painted. That's
cool.
Ink with watercolor, colored pencil, pastel, gouache, little multimedia. So yeah, all that pink is a big wash of watercolor and some acrylic markers for the notes, and so yeah, no, I work in other stuff too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Annika was battling it out for sketches at the Drink and Draw. What'd you get at Drink and Draw, Annika?
I got it. Okay, well, for my never getting a self freeze, I got a self freeze.
She got a tiny
coaster. And then there's this artist who's kind of like one of Self Freeze's students who's phenomenal. And I got one of his coasters as well. So I have a Catwoman by Self Freeze and a Poison Ivy by.
I got a coaster before it started. I ran over there.
Well, I tried to get a coaster by Bill because it was like the coolest little coaster I've ever seen. But there was someone who was like a very big Bill fan. He beat me, so I gave it to him. I had it in my hand. I'm like, you can have it. I work with Bill. I'm not going to be greedy.
Right.
And then this lovely man also beat me in an auction. It's fine though.
Yeah,
that'll teach you to be nice.
Exactly right. Thank you, Andrew.
I've said this a million times. No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah.
I was so mad because if you were there and you know what piece I was bidding on, it was criminally low.
Yes. very, very underpriced.
Annika is not happy about the outcome of anything that night.
Oh. But still fun.
No, I got bullied.
Still fun.
Got bullied. Couldn't tell me
Okay,
trying to pick me
had a
up
heck
with
of a
a
time.
wedgie. Forever
A
bullied.
backpack wedgie, right?
Saturday night, I ran into Jeff as I was getting my pizza.
Yeah, that's right. I was waiting for an Uber, and your pizza guy got there way before my Uber did.
Should have caught a ride with my pizza guy.
I know. Hey, Mikhail, how are you doing out there? We just saw you this past weekend as well. Fun to see everybody. We saw lots and lots of friends that we usually only see on Zooms since we're all spread across the country. So it was a very nice experience to be in the same area as everybody. So I hope everybody got back safe. Avi, what's going on? Avi, I got Avi a nice piece of art for him this past weekend from Alan Davis. He got himself a nice Joker. So
Nice.
Happy to be able to help him out.
I picked up 2 of Alan Davis.
There you go,
Three
Jeff.
dogs.
You're his hero.
I'm his hero. Oh, well. Apparently not his hero enough for him to log back out and type his name for StreamYard and come back in. But
It never works for Avi.
Ouch.
it doesn't work for Avi. But he should just come on. Just get on. You know what? This is always good for everybody. Jump out of Facebook, come onto YouTube, like and subscribe. And then, that's all you need to do. And then you don't have to worry about the giving StreamYard permission anymore. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Okay. I have to pop out because I got to go pick up my keys.
You do. Annika's getting her keys to her house. Yay.
I'll see you all
Congrats,
soon.
Annika.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, congratulations. Good luck. I'm doing the same thing. I'm buying a house. So.
Oh, it was a
Oh, wow.
painful, 9-month process.
Oh, I get it. But good
Well,
luck with
to
that.
you too.
All right. Bye, Annika. Have a good night.
Bye. I'll see you guys soon.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Thanks.
Are you staying in the city?
Oh yeah. Just moving a couple miles north.
Okay.
But yes, long drawn out process. But we'll get in there eventually.
Yeah. Oh, you just see Avi. Avi also lives in the same town as Annika. He's like, oh man, San Diego Comic-Con party at Annika's new house.
Yes, but you're not invited.
Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch.
Oh man. So yeah. My Heroes was really good too. I had a good time. I was happy to spend time with my daughter, and she actually got me this shirt that says coffee makes me feel less murdery. So she went out and got that for me. So that's lovely. If anybody knows me, I'd go through about 18 cups of coffee a day. So yeah, it's totally true.
Does she like comics?
She draws digitally. But I tried to get her into comics, and she's read a handful, but it's just not her thing. She really likes manga. She enjoys it very much, and anime. But yeah, comics are a hard sell. But every once in a while, I can get her to look at something. And she enjoys the art. She likes walking around the room and looking at all the different artists and their different pieces and stuff. But as far as reading sequential stuff, she just sticks to manga basically. Oh yeah, and then yes, my Jose. I said I finally, after 6 years, won the lottery for a Jose Garcia Lopez piece, and he had a little bit of fun with it. So he drew the Joker giving the finger, which was hilarious. And then I got him to take a picture holding it, and he actually gave the finger in the picture, which is very uncharacteristic of, like I said in my post, the sweetest man at any convention. So I think it's just hilarious, and it's incredibly funny.
Jose's the best. I mean, that's
He is.
the thing. He may not be the most well-known artist among the fans, but among us pros, we all know he's the guy who can outdraw any pretty much all of us. And you could stack 25 of us, all our talent together, and we still wouldn't match Jose.
Yeah, I mean, just anybody who picked up any DC anything back in the 70s, it was usually his merchandising art that was on T-shirts and boxes and everything.
Even today.
I miss getting a free. He was a part of the sketch off at Heroes, and I went to that panel. And my lottery ticket they gave you when you walked in, when they were giving the pieces finished at the end, one of his was up, a Joker he did, and they called the number 3 numbers off of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Like as they were reading it off, I was like, yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
No.
How was that panel, Becker? That was I really wanted to go to that. It sounded like a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you what, the ticket I had, you wanted to be the person next to me because they gave away 4 pieces of art that had the same numbers as mine except for the last one.
Oh,
So like my group of 10 or 9 numbers was where to be, just not the one I had.
that sucks.
And for people that don't know, the artists that were drawing the pieces, it was 4 pieces each from obviously Jose and
Alan Davis.
Alan Davis, and I can't remember the third person.
Saviak, I think.
Nope.
Wasn't Saviak? No.
Paul Pelletier.
That's right, Paul Pelletier. All amazing artists.
Wasn't there 4? I thought there was 4 total.
It's just those 3.
Oh, okay.
And they did 4 pieces each. So 12 pieces of art got given away to a room of maybe 100 people.
Wow.
Were there riots?
There was a lot of grumbling.
But they see that's the way to do it, though. You put everybody's name or a ticket in a bowl. You pick them out. That's fair. It's when you go to these things and they do it through like trivia or, they pick some up, just weird thing. I hate that. I'm like, I just want an even chance. If I lose, I lose. I just want an even odds on winning. So I'd be fine with that if I lost. I feel like I lost fair and square.
So a quick hello to my various friends and stuff. Oh.
Well, Ken was jumping in with, Becker, there's your piece.
What's it say? For Becker.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's great.
Oh, Bill.
Oh, funny. All right, go ahead, Andrew. Please, we interrupted.
Oh no, I was just saying. I know. I've got like some various friends and maybe even some family watching tonight. So just a hello to them.
Yeah.
Hello to so hopefully they're.
Yeah, all your friends out there. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight.
Friends of mine who are like they're not really in comics, some of them, but they're tuning in, to catch this.
Oh yeah.
Oh great. Well, hello to the friends of Andrew.
Hello, Chris and other people.
If you have any Andrew questions you want to ask, you can post them in the chat.
Exactly. Is there something you've always wanted to ask your friend? Now's the time.
Yeah. You put him on the hot seat. Really ask those.
He's definitely not going to lie because he's live on YouTube.
Right. Oh man.
So, well, it's getting I'm getting there a little bit. You can sort
look
of
at that.
Oh yeah.
See it a little bit there, So.
Oh,
that's Batman.
That is, man.
As usually I'm sitting here going, oh wait a minute, no, that's not right. But doing the best I can.
And Thursday night we all went to a movie.
That's right. Becker has a wonderful friend who rented out a small theater, and we were all able to go to the opening night, the Flash movie. So that was fun. And that movie he pulled some strings at exactly the time the movie was supposed to start. That movie
there
started.
was no commercials.
Nothing. No trailers. It just was movie. Let's go.
Which was
how was
nice. I enjoyed it. I know some people did not.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I think in hindsight, at the time, it was a long day and we were running around a lot, and it was, and
I feel like the vibe of the theater brought it down. Yeah. The first time I saw it at the advanced screening, everybody was cheering and making noise. You kind of got more into it. You got that hype.
Right.
Whereas with this, like you said, everybody there had traveled.
Mm-hmm.
It's I was there too, and I'd have to say it is one of the 3 best superhero movies of all time, easily.
Wow. Bacon, you did enjoy it. I could hear audibly everything you enjoyed about that movie while we were there.
I was laughing, I was crying. It hit all the right things. It did a really good job of showing the effects of like speedsters time traveling. The only thing that was a little off is believing Ezra Miller's emotions was a little difficult, but I mean, they did everything right. There's some huge cameos. I thought it was great. I think everybody that was worried that it was like a reset, well, it's definitely a reset for James Gunn, but it was a good reset in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you again, Becker, for letting us be a part of that. That was fun.
Well, and no thanks to me. All and we tried to avoid spoilers there, ML. But all thanks goes to DJ Links on YouTube. So if you have a YouTube account, put in DJ Links, give that guy a sub.
Oh yeah.
Give him a subscribe while you're subscribing to us.
Exactly.
While you're subscribing to 4C, yeah.
Right.
DJ Links is at, I don't know, he's got a pretty big channel.
Yep.
I have 2 videos on my channel. That's it. I'm new to this video stuff.
Also,
like we said earlier, I'm old. I've been going to these conventions longer than some of you have been alive. So
well, I was there in 92 and 93 were my first 2 HeroesCons. So I was there.
Okay, well, you beat me out on that then, because I didn't get to HeroesCon until 94 when I moved to North Carolina for a few years.
Yeah. Yo, he has 3,500 subscribers. Okay. Comic Viking just let us know.
Yeah, DJ is doing pretty good.
Yeah. But Heroes was great. It was a lot of fun. I knocked another list off my Grail list. I got a nice Jack Kirby page.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I got a page from Thor. It's got Thor on it and Balder the Brave. It's got a little bit of Kirby Crackle. It's got torsos and close-ups, and I can hold it up. Let me see. I've got it back here.
I was gonna say, come on, Jeff, you're burying the lead.
It is a very nice page. I was a little shocked.
Here we go. If anybody wants to change, there we go. So there it is. It's got Thor and Balder the Brave at the top. You got the wonderful torso and the swinging the blade there, and then my favorite is that Kirby Crackle at the bottom and the boom. So there you go.
Good old traditional 6-panel page.
Beautiful. Just how Kirby liked it. Just beautiful.
Banger.
Yeah.
Nice stuff.
Thank you. I also got this wonderful Steve Epting back here. I was very lucky that he was able to do that for me. And snagged an Alan Davis cover too.
Jeez Louise.
I made the most of my time. What do you want? But here's that. Let's see. Let me see if I have where I put that. I got so many drawers with stuff. Sorry. I don't know. It's all here somewhere. Last one. There we go. This is my Alan Davis cover.
Wow.
Nice.
Did you get that from him?
I got it from Alan, yeah. So it's
the French Canadian has a comment for you, Jeff.
Let's see. And now that you have a Kirby time, yeah, this Ramita. No, sorry, that's staying here, buddy. Sorry. But yes, it was a great time. It was a wonderful time. So I scratched some stuff off the list, and I'm happy.
I'm getting a good shot of that shirt now. I like it.
This one or this? Oh,
no,
the
shirt you're wearing that your daughter gave you.
Yeah.
Isn't that shirt the best? It's so true for Jeff too.
It is. I thought you were talking about my George Perez. I have one of the George Perez's Hawaiian shirts.
You got one of those?
His wife made, yeah. But
I got a page better than the Kirby.
Yeah, he does. This is the second time that Mr. Ken Carson has been immortalized in comic books by Mr. Jim Calafiore. Look at that.
I'm a manager of a restaurant called Street to Table where I take roadkill and serve it in a restaurant.
That's kind of gross.
Well, like you wouldn't try it, Becker.
I would probably try it. Is it slow roast?
I also got color guide.
That's right.
Oof.
Steve Olaf, Ron Wilson color guide.
He came over to the table with some gifts for Ron. So. I mean,
Wow.
So did you buy that, or did we get that?
No, I bought it. I wasn't asking for a gift, and then I finally got this back.
Look at that.
Wow.
John Buscema, Claus Jansen, Hulk. Just fantastic.
A wee little bit of assistance by someone else.
So
Come on now, Bacon.
uncredited touch up.
A toupee, if you will.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Beautiful.
Oh,
Can't wait to get mine back.
I forgot about this one. Oops.
Oh yeah, there you go. Little Alan Davis, Phoenix.
Suppose I should hold this up in progress still. It's getting there.
Look at that.
Oh, great.
That looks coming out
Look
awesome.
at that Batman, Mr. Roland.
If you would just tip it away from the light for a second, it would take that glare off of it.
Yeah, he
Like,
got it right
towards you. There we go.
There it is. Look at that.
Still needs to fill, some details in blacks, but it's getting
That's
there.
awesome.
Perfect. But it was a fun weekend. We all had a lot of fun. Next time we're gonna try and get Ken out a little more. He didn't get to get out and enjoy the show as much as we always like to have him get out there, but he was working. He was doing his thing.
I don't know. I think Ken was gone a good amount. I think Ken was gone more than me.
Jeez Louise. No way, Bacon.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Listen, every time Ken left the table was with a purpose. That's all I know. I want him to just roam free.
Now I'm gonna be thinking that Born Free song in my head,
Yeah, exactly. Every time somebody mentions something like that, the song gets stuck in your head for the rest of the night.
I was going to talk to you after this, Bacon, about you launching your own security company.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the way you watched my chair, man.
I just want to let everyone know that I definitely reserved 6 seats for all of 4C at the auction. And I definitely did not let someone sit down because I didn't realize that Ken had stood up and walked away.
I walked away for 1 minute. Bacon says, I got this. I come back, Bacon's on his phone, and some stranger sitting next to him, and he doesn't even notice. I had to kick the guy out.
Oh.
And he was like, I didn't even know Ken left.
I had zero idea that Ken had left.
Yeah.
That's what I love about you, Bacon, your attention to your surroundings.
I know. I'm the man. That's all I can say.
Ninja-like awareness.
I will say one of the big cool things of the auction was when Ron Wilson's piece sold. It sold for a pretty penny. So word is getting out that Ron did some color. He did a color headshot of the thing, and it went for a significant amount of money. So just keep that in mind, guys. Next time we offer some Ron art, his stuff's getting up there.
There may be a drop before Terrificon, guys. So keep an eye out on the page.
We'll see you guys at Terrificon as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We're just following you around, Andrew. That's all we do.
I thought so.
Yep.
So
where's Andrew Pepoy going? Because we want to be there.
Exactly. Parties.
You gonna go to the concert festival? I'm probably hoping to go to. I just found out it was great. That's my other love besides comics. It's music, and I just found out about this fantastic festival today that I'm gonna have to try to get tickets for.
Well, who's gonna be there?
Yeah, called Darker Wave, and it's like New Order, OMD, Human League, Echo and the Bunnymen. All these '80s bands that I grew up on.
Nice.
So yeah, like 30 bands, and I'm like, I don't know. I already went to one of those. I already went to one festival like that this year. I hate festivals, but now they keep throwing festivals I want to go to. It's like I'm not an outdoor cat,
Yeah,
I went to Cruel World. I went to Cruel World earlier this year, and and lightning interrupted the show.
Oh, geez.
So so it interrupted in the middle of the Human League, and before I could see Iggy Pop, I had never seen Iggy Pop before, and I was gonna, get to see Iggy, and nope, didn't get to.
Oh man.
And for those of you who like Susie and the Banshees, and Susie was doing her first American performance in 15 years that night, and nope. So.
Let's see, Mikhail, we have no idea what you're talking about.
None whatsoever.
To this day, I think Raw Power might be my favorite rock and roll album that I can listen to from beginning to end.
Oh, and we snuck up a claim for Andrew, guys. So type in claim if you'd like it in the chat, and you could be the next one to get a sketch.
Who's gonna be first?
Yeah. Davin Gunter said the best part of Heroes was honestly the Ramita panel that Bill and Ron hosted. And I wish I had been able to see it. I heard wonderful things about it.
We have 3. Will we get to 4?
Did they actually host it? I didn't actually get up there to see it.
I don't know who hosted, but they were definitely the speakers. Speaking of their how Ramita, Ron really knew Ramita pretty well, but I know that he was a big influence on Bill.
Ron told me today that John Romita hired him at Marvel.
Yeah.
So he said he actually got teary. He got teared up during the panel.
I loved Ron, man. Ron this whole weekend was great. It was great to hang out with. It was great. Can't say anything better. It was great. So what do we got? 3? I see 3.
We got 3. Looks like Adam Pac-Man Taylor is going to get the claim this time. David, Murdoch, hang out. Adam, just let us know if you want a headshot or a torso and what character you would like Andrew to draw. Adam to Andrew. Here we go. Double A.
I'm surprised no one's asked for Betty and Veronica yet. But
listen, our clientele has a very eclectic taste.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, starting on the gray marker, so it's getting there.
Oh, getting that shadow in there. Nice. Look at that.
There, perfect.
I will say it's not often that we have a Facebook claim be the first claim. It's pretty impressive.
I think Ken caught everybody by surprise on that one.
Yeah. Ken does Ken. We all know him. We all love him.
Mm-hmm.
He's stealthy.
Hence why he's off camera now. Ooh.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. He sneaks in.
Can't see what he's thinking or doing.
Jonathan Rollins says that's an amazing Batman. It is.
He's working.
He's always working.
I love the little pop-ins.
Yes. All right, Adam, let us know what you want to get drawn next so we can put that bullet in the chamber, have it ready to go.
Yeah, so pick between head sketch, torso. He says, okay, I'll take the hint. Can I do a Betty and Veronica style Leela or Amy Wong from Futurama?
So you want an Archie style Leela or Amy? Okay.
Correct.
Wow.
Okay, so I can try to come up with something like that, yeah.
And then your choice of character, Leela or Amy?
I mean, I
I'll
almost
probably do Leela because that'll be a little stranger for
with the one eye. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, he said Andrew's choice.
Wow. See?
So, an Archie style Futurama character. Interesting.
So
Probably taking too long on these things, but I'm trying not to hate it, and that's my problem with a lot of my art is I always end up like hating my own art, So I'm trying to make things that you'll actually like.
No, you do. You abandon it when you are fully happy with what you have, because they say an artist's work is never finished. It's just abandoned. It's just
Yep.
Here's a good place
like
to
that.
leave off.
I was watching that Dave Stevens documentary last year, and not last year, last week, and that was the thing with Dave is that he'd always find something he could fix on it. It was never quite done. He's one of my favorite artists. Big influence on some of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've got this other strip that I do called Monica Moon that I'm hoping to do a Kickstarter for next year, and definitely a Space Girl inspired by some of the Dave Stevens and Rocketeer stuff.
Oh, very cool.
And since of course I'm a shameless huckster, I'll just remind everyone that hey, yeah, my Kickstarter is still currently live on Kickstarter. So for those of you who tuned in late, please go to Kickstarter and search Pepoy, or go to pepoy.com or simoneandajax.com, and you can back the new book, What's Black and White and Red All Over. We're
Bacon, can you put the link in the YouTube chat? I'm not a moderator on there.
I do not have the link, but I can find it.
Yeah, we'll throw that in there in the chat, so you guys can just click on that.
In the future, if you guys make me a blue wrench on there, I can post your links too.
Make you a what?
A blue. So on YouTube, you can make like non people that don't have the keys to the channel. You can make them moderators. It's called a blue wrench because that's the icon that'd be next to your name, and it allows you to post links while a YouTube is going. So basically, they're the helpers of the chat.
There you go. Becker wanted to volunteer for that job live. He put his hat in the ring.
I did.
He said, "Deny me, you will not."
What's black and white and red all over?
Yep,
that's it.
So yeah, it's as of today, it is we've reached the first stretch goal, so it's going to be a hardcover, and it's and I'll also mention, I didn't mention before, yeah, you can go to simoneandajax.com, and there's some previews. There's like 6-page previews of some of their past stories if you want to get an idea what the humor is kind of like, see if it's your thing or not. Hopefully it is, but before you commit to buying the book, you can get an idea what Simone and Ajax stories are kind of like. So yeah, you go to simoneandajax.com and click on the previews, and there you'll find previews of like 4 of their stories.
I just posted the link in the YouTube chat, guys. If you need it on Facebook, just let me know. Adam, did you want a torso or a head sketch? I don't think I saw that.
Important to know. So yeah, have you done Terrificon before, Andrew?
I have not. I've been hoping to get invited for a number of years, and I got invited this year, so I'm finally going. Because yeah, nice. Like people like Bob McLeod and Howard Chaykin and stuff have been telling me, how great it is, and I'm like, I want to go. Not only just because I want to go as a professional, but it's also like they have such a great guest list. I want to go as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm known to go stand in an autograph line or two myself.
Yeah, I think Bacon and Ken were there last year. This will be my first time going this year, so I'm stoked.
I very much enjoyed last year. Aside from John Romita Jr., who was with us, I don't think there was very many lines, and that's something I liked about it. Like, you didn't have to wait for too long to meet the people that you wanted to meet. So,
yeah, I've heard good things.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I've got a ton of shows. I'm doing more shows than I ever have. I'm doing 13, possibly 14 shows this year.
Oof.
Oh wow.
Well, now that I'm self-publisher doing this stuff, I got to get out there and remind people the books are out there.
All right.
And I think like say HeroesCon, I think really helped the Kickstarter. It's like I got a fair number of pledges after going there, and like I said, pushed it over the edge for the initial funding, and pushed it over the edge for the and then like I said, only here we are, only back a couple days and met the first stretch goal. So yeah, I think definitely doing these cons, just helps people see that you're doing something they didn't know you were doing.
Absolutely.
I still have people asking me, how's Little Orphan Annie going? I haven't drawn that in 20 years.
So Adam asked you to do either head or a torso, whichever you prefer, for Leela or Amy Wong.
So whichever you think best fits your vision of what you're going to do. So that's his call.
It's probably going to be a torso then.
And did you pick a character?
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be Leela.
He's doing Leela.
Sorry, Leela. I did not hear that. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't say it before, so that's what I would lean toward.
Yeah, he was leaning. He was leaning, but he hadn't decided.
All right.
Yeah, because that one eye, makes a something a little different and interesting.
Cheyenne, if you're watching, the spreadsheet has been updated.
There you go. And Eric said that the Claremont and Roy Thomas lines were pretty big at the show last year, the Terrificon.
Okay.
Who said that?
Eric did.
Okay, maybe. Oh, no, I think he's talking about Heroes.
Oh, he's talking about Heroes. Yeah, no, the biggest line I waited in was the sketch line for Alan Davis and for Avi. That was the
Avi, if you're watching, I have that in my portfolio, so I'll bring it to San Diego for you.
There you go. And once again, Emilio, I apologize for not getting something from the artist you wanted, but they basically every day were full. I couldn't get over there and get on the list before it filled up. So,
but guess what, Jeff? You can try again at Terrificon.
I certainly can, and I will. And he's actually going to be at his show this coming weekend that I might have an inside man on, so I might try for Emilio this weekend as well. So we'll see.
Almost done here.
Whenever you're ready to move on, it's up to you, buddy. It's
What was
art.
Emilio trying to get?
Mr. Leonardi.
Yes.
Yeah, that filled up quick, I think.
Rick is always super, super busy at Heroes every year.
Yeah, he's a great artist.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I always wished I got to ink him, but I never did. I've got a nice Bird of Prey page of his.
Nice.
Okay.
Mikhail, I don't think they've shipped quite yet, but they're packed up and they're ready to go.
Okay, I think we got Batman here.
All right, we've got Batman. There's Batman.
Batman. That's wicked good.
The Agnes
Love it.
Literally arrived today.
Yeah, there you go. So
the new list arrived today. I'm sorry. Thanks, Mikhail.
All right, moving on to a Betty and Veronica style torso of Leela. I can't wait. This is going to be fantastic. And Donata to you, Mikhail.
Let me just look up something here for Make sure I'm getting something right on Leela.
All right.
Futurama.
So you're
Okay.
doing Terrificon, then you're doing Baltimore. Are you doing New York or San Diego?
Yeah, let's see. So I've got a whole lot of shows. Let's see. So this coming weekend, I'm going to be at the American Library Association conference here in Chicago because got that Simone and Ajax book out from last year. Want to push that, and
Sure.
it's convenient. I don't have to pay for a plane ticket or hotel bill. Just drive down to McCormick Place. So that's helpful. And then 2 weeks after that, I have the Wyoming Pop Culture Con in Casper, Wyoming.
Ooh.
I'll be hanging out there with my friend Gene Ha. And then week and a half after that is, yes, San Diego. I will be there. I'll be in the small press publisher section. So if anyone's looking for me, don't go looking for me in Artist Alley. I had lots of people afterwards last year saying, couldn't find you. It was all looking all over Artist Alley for you. I'm at the small press publisher section, which is right behind the big publisher section. So like walk past, just walk past IDW and Dark Horse and all, and come look for me. Table M13.
Forget those guys. Go find Pepoy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Spicy Tomato Studios. That's my company. And so yeah, come back there and. At M13, and then the next weekend, of course, will be Terrificon. I'm looking forward to that because I've never been. And then Fan Expo Chicago in August, and then come September, Baltimore, and then the following weekend after that will be Retro Expo Dallas, and then after that will be New York. I'll be in New York. I don't know if I have a table yet or not. So once I know, I'll be posting that on my social media. For those who are trying to find me on social media, I'm on Facebook. Facebook.com/Andrew Pepoy for the fan page, and on Instagram at Andrew Pepoy. So I'll be posting there once I know what's going on with those shows, and or on my web. I always try to keep the convention listings up on my website, pepoy.com. So anyway, yeah, New York, not sure quite what's going on there for that yet. And then in November, I will be at the Grand Rapids, Michigan Comic-Con. That's my old stomping grounds. I grew up not far from there. And then the weekend after that, I'll be at Twin Tiers Comic-Con in Elmira, New York.
Wow.
So a lot of shows.
Oh yeah.
Busy summer.
So, and might still be one or two more added.
Busy man of a self-publisher who's working it every week.
Well, gotta hustle. Gotta tell people I'm out here doing this thing because they're used to seeing me inking Fables or Simpsons or Scooby Doo or something like that, and now I'm doing something different. So, want them all to know that want people to be able to find that. Like I still get people coming up to me asking, "What about Little Orphan Annie?" And that was 20 years ago.
Right.
I was just looking over the Kickstarter. That mystery box is intriguing.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get in a mystery box. I mean, every mystery box, of course, gets a signed and doodled book. So you get a book that is has not just my signature, but a doodle of Ajax, Simone, or a lemming, and then you get a piece of art. It's going to be, it could be a cover rough, it could be some loose sketch I did in my office, but whatever it is, it's something I drew. Everybody gets some kind of piece of art, and then you get a bunch of comics by me, and then you get a bunch of books or comics or all sorts of things that I just happen to like. Could be old newspaper strip reprints, could be old comics things, could be an old pulp magazine from the 30s. I stuck some old pulp magazines in there, or vintage paperbacks, or
that's cool.
Or DVDs or something. If you've still got a DVD, hopefully you still have a DVD player if you're one of the people who gets like a DVD of something. So
that sounds right up my alley.
Yeah.
I think you just sold it.
Okay. Well, great. I appreciate it because you never know what you're going to get with the mystery box. And there's other things you can have lunch with me. That's one of the rewards.
Sold out.
Is it?
It is.
Huh. Interesting.
Somebody really wanted lunch in Wicker Park.
I guess so. Yeah. I know one person who bought lunch with me, but I didn't know that it was sold out. So yeah.
Let me double check, but I was just.
Well, if it is, Andrew, you may want to add some more lunches. I'm just saying.
Maybe I'll have to bump that up a little bit, but
Lunch with Andrew, reward no longer available.
Interesting.
Do you live in the Chicago area or are willing to travel? We would agree on a restaurant somewhere in my neighborhood, and I'll take you to lunch. Yeah, it's sold out.
Cool.
Well, there you go.
Actually,
a lot of these are sold out. Like
most of the art rewards are sold out. You can still get like a commission because, like, again, obviously this is a special event where I'm doing commissions, but most of the time I only do commissions at the conventions or as part of one of my Kickstarters. Like we were talking about earlier. Fortunately, I am busy enough that I don't have time to do commissions at home right now. And so, you can get one through that. But other than that, I think there's only one art reward left, and that is a Simone and Ajax cover from the previous series. If you are a Simone and Ajax fan, I will say I almost never sell Simone and Ajax originals. And so this is one of your few chances to get something of that. And I think the cover for the Western issue for number 2 of the previous series is the only art reward left. Everything else sold.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I lie. The cover is gone. The cover's gone.
Oh, yeah, the cover's gone.
What's left is the detective pinup still there?
Everything's. Well, I just got off of there because I put my order in. Hold on a second. I think basically all the top level ones were gone.
Okay. Because I forgot that the cover sold yesterday.
Well, that was nice. That was nice to come back home and have the cover be sold. That's great.
Yeah. No, I mean, I even had a couple people at the. There were 2 of the pieces that I had at the convention with me, and people bought them off the Kickstarter, while they were there at the convention. And so I with one guy, I went in and went in and changed the pricing on it, so he didn't have to pay shipping on that part of it.
Right. So, no, that's smart. If you're interested in it, save. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Save some money.
188 backers.
Nice.
Let's see. So the cover is gone.
Oh, well, Ken, if you're going to show off.
Vampires pinup art and book gone. Western pinup art gone. Plague Doctor gone. Lunch with Andrew gone. Oh, Detective pinup. 1 of 1 left.
Okay, so that's your one last one. And that's one of my favorites. I'm surprised that one's, if the other ones are gone, I'm surprised that one's still there because I thought that was a fun one.
So, Ken, you wanted to show something off. Why don't you make yourself full screen there and show off this beautiful piece of art?
I'm reading the back.
Look at that. Read between the live. I can't see it.
It's behind the symbol.
There we
Look
go.
at that. My goodness.
Beautiful color work from Ron. First time he's experimenting with color. Fantastic. Like I said, one of these pieces went for the auction. It went for almost $1,000. Oh, that's She-Hulk, man.
Just a head sketch, and it was $750, I think.
Yeah, $795, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one right there.
That's the one. That's $1,000 right there. Wow.
Whole team.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that one with the Silver Surfer is just sick.
So I think guys, we're gonna try to drop this art on the page, or sorry, on the group before Terrificon. See what sells, and then we'll take the rest of Terrificon with us.
So keep your eyes peeled. And the best way to find out about this stuff is to like and subscribe to us, guys. If you want to get notifications on when we do live shows and drops and all that kind of stuff, it's always the best way to be informed.
All right, guys. Well, I have a few things I need to do before I go to bed, so I'm going to sign off.
Yep, you got it, Becker. Thank you for joining us, buddy.
Thank you for everybody in the chat, and thank you to Andrew for providing these great sketches.
Thanks,
And good luck on your Kickstarter.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And who's that? Who's saying goodbye? Is that you, Ken?
No, Becker.
It's me,
Becker.
Becker.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
The
okay.
guy that was that backed the Kickstarter.
Oh, well, thank you, Becker. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Everybody's so tiny. I can't on my screen. I can't always tell who's actually talking.
Well, that's because you're the star. We got
There
you
he
big.
is. Now you can see.
That's
him. There
me.
he
Now
is.
I can see.
The
Hey,
one
there.
waving.
Well, thank you for backing. I appreciate that.
See everybody, and go check out. There's lots of cool stuff on that Kickstarter, everyone.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Thanks, Becker.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so
Edgar Rosales, if you're gonna watch on Facebook, buddy, we need you to go back out of the stream, click the blue link, give StreamYard permissions for us to see your name, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, if you want us to know who you are, all we see is just Facebook user, and we know that you're more than just a Facebook user. We'd like you to be a YouTube subscriber, but if you're going to be a Facebook user, we'd love to read your name so we know who you are. Ken, what else are you holding off there? What else you got? Look at you, just flipping
Picking
through.
out some pieces just to tease a little.
Tease a little. There you go. It's always good. Leave them wanting more.
So these are non-color pieces, or as they say in the biz, black and white.
okay.
Look at that.
Check that out.
Man thing versus the thing. It's a whole lot of thing on that page.
Man thing versus the thing. I love it.
Thanos. That's great.
Kirby Crackle in there.
Ah, hell on wheels, buddy.
You know, look at the detail in the engines.
It's amazing.
Here's a nice cover recreation people might recognize.
Oh yeah.
Which is a cover Ron did. Picked this out for Jason Harris. There you go.
Oh, nice. Surfer.
Oh, does Jason already own it?
He may. Here's an oldie but a goodie.
Very nice.
Probably Ron's most famous cover. Nice little recreation there. Oh, I love that one.
And this is actually a recreation of a cover to the I know it's the hardcover of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's epic. Someone actually asked for that as a commission this weekend, and we just couldn't make it work. But that's awesome.
That's just a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's more, guys. There's lots more.
Did Jason ever come by and buy that recreation that he asked for?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless we make him an overlay for it.
Oh.
All right. Well, once again, if anybody has any questions for Andrew, please feel free to type them in the chat while we still got him around. He's working hard on his
Yep, making some progress.
Oh, look at. Oh, I love it. I can see it. Oh yeah.
Look it.
That's so weird. Oh, it's great. I love it.
It's so weird, but I love it.
Oh my gosh.
So, now are you guys going to San Diego?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody but me. They'll all be there. I'm the lone man out.
We too will be in the small press area
Exactly.
by all the cartoonists.
Okay, you're gonna be over by Bill's table.
I'm with Bill, so I'll be at Bill's table.
Okay, yeah.
Ken will be with Bill. I'll be there to help Ken whenever he needs to go take a bathroom break. That kind of thing.
A little Willy Bobo time. Got to have somebody there.
Yep. Otherwise, Annika's going to show me around the convention because I've never been there before.
And I said I'm trying to talk Bacon into doing the Hall H. I think he'll have fun. We'll see.
I don't think I'll have fun because I don't want to sleep outside for 2 days.
I told you. Everybody takes turns. You don't have to do that. You just have to see if there's anything worth watching. If there's anything you really want to see, that's all.
Well, the other thing is it'll be online about 20 minutes after you see it, so I'm good.
Well, no, not all. Only little parts, because like I said, I saw there was stuff in like the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer that I saw in July last year that nobody saw until a month before the movie came out this year. So there's certain sneak peeks that you get that you get stuff that people aren't going to see for almost a year. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, enjoy it, man. It's a great experience. Like I said, it was one of my bucket list things was to go and do it and be able to do all that stuff, and I was able to last year. So
yeah, I got my first big professional job out at San Diego the first time I went ages ago, like
Nice.
33 years ago.
Wow.
Back when you could just sort of go out there.
Yeah.
And just get, just sort of walk in. It was in a hotel ballroom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like I was still in college, so my parents sprung for a plane ticket for me when I was getting some nibbles for some possible work. But they sort of spent all their money on the plane ticket, so they booked me a room at the Y, and
Wow.
Yeah, like I had a bunk at the Y. But hey, I was out there, and it paid off. There were two different companies that had sort of started asking, like this is, I think I mentioned earlier, I sort of fell into inking, I wasn't planning on being an inker. And at the Chicago Comic-Con in the summer of 1990, I had like two different publishers say, one publisher said, "Looks like you're a good inker. You want to try inking?" And then one of my old friends who I used to do fanzines with said to me, ran into him, and he's like, "Oh, we need an inker for my upcoming miniseries." So, two people talking about inking same day. So it was like, I went out to San Diego and showed it to one of the publishers and didn't get the job, but I showed it to my friend's publisher and got the job inking him. Inking Alien Nation for Malibu.
Wow.
And that was what led to me, within less than a year, getting work out at both DC and Marvel.
That's a great story. Wow.
I was just, like I said, hadn't planned on being an inker, but hey, it worked out well. That's how, and of course that you could sort of say that train led to, me, working with Bill, which led to me working with, getting to know you guys. So there you go.
We're sorry about that last part, though. I mean, geez, you don't want to hang out with us, but other than that, it sounds like a really great time.
I was going to apologize for Noah Morrison.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
I was going to apologize to you for knowing Morrison.
Yeah. Gosh, Bill, what are you going to do?
Oh, and on another note, Bill just finished something today that is going to blow everybody's socks off, and I can't wait till we can talk about it. It is awesome.
Agreed. I'm honestly surprised he didn't pop in tonight.
Who, Bill?
Yeah.
I didn't send him a link.
Well, that would be why he didn't pop in tonight.
He heard I was going to be here. That was enough to scare him away.
It was intimidation. It was intimidation. That's what it was.
Bill's a great artist, great guy, big fan.
Oh yeah.
And he's a good friend, and I love working with him. I got to ink him on The Simpsons. I got to ink him on Beatles' Yellow Submarine. That was fun.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. That was a phenomenal book. Yeah.
He got me, helped me get me some work on Mad Magazine, so at least I can have that on my resume now. Say I did some stuff for Mad.
Yeah, Morrison's all right sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad because I didn't even get to speak to him much this weekend because I was over there with the Ranga and Ron the whole time. I mean, obviously we got to eat dinner a couple times and see, but I didn't get to speak to him much. But
I think we're gonna have a lot. We'll have a lot more time to spend in Terrificon. That's the great thing about that show. I think is that there's really not a whole lot of other stuff going on except for the show. Since you're at a casino, so I think you guys did it. You can tell more than anything, but I feel like we're gonna have more time to spend together.
Okay, it's getting there.
By a lot more time, you mean we're going to be super busy because we have 5 artists and we have.
Well, I meant after.
Only 3 of us.
I meant after. I meant during the off times.
Oh, got you.
I'm pretty sure none of us are big gamblers.
So the off time when we go to the casino to eat and drink.
Yeah, that's right.
No one has any more. No more questions for me.
Any questions?
Murdoch says Alien Nation for Innovation. Those were good books.
That one was actually Malibu, but yeah, but Innovation. I had good friends working there too, so that certainly helped in those early days as well. Ran into Dave Campetti down at MegaCon. Hadn't seen him in years.
And we were there too. I swear we are following you, Andrew.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go.
Amelia wanted to ask, what's your least favorite thing to draw? And we talked about this earlier. What's the one that takes the most time?
I always dread the day someone's going to ask me for Jack of Hearts.
Oh my God.
I don't think, that one would be like, I think I could fill up the whole 2 hours plus doing just that.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking when they created that costume.
That was Keith Giffen, wasn't it? Who did that?
It's
yeah.
right.
And I personally love that character too. I mean, it's just such a great character, but you're right. Like you look at the intricate details on that costume and it's just, you can't even imagine how long it takes artists to draw that.
Right. And, something that you need to repeat. It's like, I will do super intricate. I mean, you've seen like some of those Katie King covers or something with all the mesh stocking work and stuff like that. Cause I know or the Betty and Veronica, lingerie covers I did for Afterlife with Archie. I know the fans like that. So when I have to draw, when I draw that, if I can draw it once, great. And, and I know people like it, enjoy it. And that's something they like about my work, but I'd never come up with a costume that I had to draw 20 times like that,
Oh yeah.
Right. For sure.
Imagine just him in like a multiple fight panel. You're just like, it'd take you 2 days just to draw the Jack of the Hearts.
Yeah. Several panels in a row. Like, God, man, on some of those Avengers comics when he was in it.
Let's see. And if anybody noticed, every week I change my my Silvestri description at the bottom of my name because we always get answered questions about Silvestri and when we're getting the Silvestri and what's going on with Silvestri. And there is
he said it 3 times. We're shit now.
There is a glimmer of hope. We have we're shooting for San Diego, guys. That's all I can tell you is that may be light at the end of the tunnel. That might be the oxygen at the bottom of a very deep ocean. So we'll see.
And if it's not, you can all blame Jeff for telling you that right now.
Well, once again, the crap rolls downhill, and I will definitely pass the buck on to the person that told me that. But that's what we're looking at. So if you're waiting on a Silvestri, hopefully a month from now, I'll be telling you we got him.
I didn't know Mark was one of your guys.
Oh, we did an op with him. It's been a while, and we've been waiting for these pieces for quite a while. So we're just we're happy that it might be coming to a conclusion, because we want to get these people in our group these pieces, because they've been waiting very patiently since we announced this op in the end of 2021.
Okay, almost done here.
Oh, there you go.
Almost.
Murdoch wanted to ask, how did doing Little Orphan Annie come about?
Well, I have always loved vintage newspaper strips, and I had also I had wanted to do Simone and Ajax as sort of a classic adventure strip kind of thing, and so it was like, heard that Leonard Starr was retiring from Little Orphan Annie, and didn't know who to call, so I just sort of I live here in Chicago, so I just sort of looked up a bunch of numbers at Tribune and started leaving messages, hoping somebody eventually would get, somehow the right person would get my message. And, a couple days later, I got a call back from the editor there at Tribune, who'd gotten my message, and, they invited me to come on down to the offices. And so I did, and, they liked what I did, and decided to team me up with a writer as for a possible pitch for it. And so, yeah, I think it was just sort of like I was here. Now, I didn't think they'd ever actually give me the job. I was doing it just to get somebody to look at Simone and Ajax. But in the end, yeah, they ended up giving me the job, and I did it for about a year. Got to redesign Little Orphan Annie. I think one reason why they did like working with me is because I was there and I could come to meetings. Most of the other cartoonists weren't there, and that's, I think, one reason why I got the job is I was. They invited me. They originally wanted me to imitate Leonard Starr's style. Then they saw my Simone and Ajax stuff and were like, "Oh, can you do it in that style?" And then they were like, "Well, let's just update Annie." And I came down to a meeting there with a bunch of them at some big round table, and they started talking about what they wanted to see. And just right there on one of those yellow lined pieces of legal paper that they had sitting on the table, I did this design. I did this quick sketch of a modern version of Annie, and they were like, "Yep, that's it." And I think that's probably why I got the job.
Ah, nice. That's great.
I was here. Sometimes that's how it works. I mean, that's how I got my big break at DC. I just happened to be standing in the hallway looking confused at the right moment. When Brian Augustin walked out of his office and asked what I was doing, standing there looking confused, and he took pity on me and looked at my portfolio and just like on the spot gave me the Flash annual to do for that year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just sign this, and then I think we've got Leela. I try to make sure I sign these things. Too many times I send sketches away and realize I never signed them.
Oh, we've heard of that happening. Probably happened to us a couple of times. Look at that.
Wow.
It's a little spot color for the lips.
Oh, that's so great. Oh,
that's
my God.
Archie and Veronica Leela right there.
Yep. And at this point, I don't know that we have time to do much of anything else. I mean, I can do a real quick scribble.
You put a lot of detail into these, so those people are very lucky. So I think, I don't think we're going to get another one done in 14 minutes, so we may have to call it. But if you want to,
we have our Cyberman.
That's right, Cyberman, number one. Boom.
We got Batman,
of course.
And once again, Leela.
That's my favorite. That was just such a unique ask. I love it. Oh my God. Well, if you want to promote your Kickstarter one more time before we get off here, we'd love to hear it one more time.
Okay, I appreciate that. So I have a Kickstarter going right now for the Adventures of Simone and Ajax. What's black and white and red all over, collecting all the classic black and white Simone and Ajax adventures from 1990 to 2004. with a brand new painted cover by me. If you're sort of wondering what's it kind of like, it's been compared to Bone, Cerebus, Archie Comics, Uncle Scrooge, the Marx Brothers. Yeah, like one of my favorite lines I got that anybody ever gave me about it was the look of an Archie comic, but the sensibilities of a Marx Brothers movie. And it's a strange buddy comedy about a girl whose best friend happens to be a 3-foot tall cartoony dinosaur. And they go to any time or place I feel like sending them. Cheesy jokes, horribly bad puns. And you can find out more by going to Kickstarter and searching just Pepoy, P-E-P-O-Y. That'll bring up the 3 Kickstarters I've been involved with. And this one is the live one, what's black and white and red over. Or you can just go to pepoy.com. Or you can go to SimoneAjax.com. Or like I said, I'm also on Facebook with a fan page. My fan page is the one with the little cartoony head of me. So if you want to like that page, great. Personal page is a photo of me, so go to the cartoony headshot of me. Ken saw that earlier today when I did a little side-by-side shot of his Bill Morrison headshot that he had with my little cartoony headshot.
There you go.
And you can find info there too on those things. And I hope you check it out. And even if if you miss out on the Kickstarter, just go to pepoy.com or SimoneAjax.com and click the Buy Books link, because you can then get anything I've been doing. Whether it's the new book, whether it's the previous book, Lemmings and Tigers and Bears, or future Kickstarters. Because you can add this previous book from last year on this on with this year's Kickstarter.
There you
go. So if you missed it, you can still get it. Or if all you want is this one, you can go to my Indiegogo page and find that there. I sort of use that as a shop. Sure. Hopefully you guys check it out. It's very silly stuff. But the world needs some fun comics, and I want to make fun comics.
Absolutely, yeah. We put the link right there in the chat, guys. So please click on it and check it out. And Ken, are we here? What are we doing next week? Do we have a guest for next week?
Nothing to announce yet.
Nothing to announce.
Really?
Bacon thought we did.
You told me we did. Former guest. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are killing me. You're killing me. I'm on pins and needles. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, guys.
From a long time ago, but he's back and he's gonna do some art for us, maybe.
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna get it written down.
Bacon's maybe.
His name starts with a J, and his last name starts with a P.
Are you making these things up? I don't know.
Do I need to tell you this?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why is it not in here? Yes, we'll be joined next week by, if you're an original 4C watcher of our show, you'll remember that we used to also have another great anchor named James Pasco join us. So James going to come back, and
there you go. James Pasco will be our guest. Somebody typed in Jark Pilvestri. That's awesome. Love it. Nope, but James Pasco will be here. Thank you for letting everybody know that and letting me know that, because I didn't know that. But yeah,
I didn't put it down on my calendar here.
Oh my gosh. Well, all right. So
Ken, do I have to do everything for you?
Yeah.
Also, if you guys ever want to see Andrew at another show, he's doing every single show for the rest of the year, apparently. So go to a show and he will be there.
Just go to a Comic-Con and he will be there.
But yeah. I like I said, I know you're doing one. You're doing one in Chicago, and I know Wyoming, and then you're doing all the ones that I'm going to be at. You're going to be at Baltimore. You're going to be at San Diego. I'm not going to be at, but you're going to be there. You're going to be at New York. You're going to be at Terrificon. We're going to be there. So you can find him anywhere.
Lots of shows. Just go like I said, follow me on social media. I'll be posting, or just go to pepoy.com. I haven't quite gotten around to posting everything on the convention listings, but there is a convention calendar on my website that'll tell you what I'm coming to, and if I know my table number and stuff like that. And like I said, you can. And if you missed out today on getting a sketch, you can always try to pre-book me for a convention, because that's like I said, that and my Kickstarter is the only ways to get convention sketches, and my Kickstarter is the only ways to get a commission out of me currently.
Right. Well, that's what it's a good thing that you're doing every convention for the rest of the year. So if you guys want to get one, all you got to do is find them at a show.
There's nothing to do with media guy.
And did I get to see all this art behind you, Jeff? Did you show all that?
I will. You know what? And I'll do. I can't even move my camera anymore. I have it perfectly mounted. But you can see all this. I've got a wonderful John Romita Sr. Captain America page. That's the Kirby. I've got this wonderful. Most of these are pieces I just picked up this weekend. I do have one of my favorites. We were talking about the Master. I'll pull that one over. Oh, knocking stuff over. That's all right. I've got this beautiful piece by Jose Garcia Lopez. Is one of my favorites.
That's really nice. Yeah.
From the Who's Who. But there's this whole wall behind me is full of stuff. I like to surround myself with my art, and reminds me of why I do this.
Yeah.
And, I collect.
Yeah.
And just some fun panel pages and stuff from certain things. And there you go. How about Alan Davis? There you go.
Cool. Very nice.
A lot of people use portfolios. I just leave them in. I leave them and rotate them because I want to see them. I want to be surrounded by them. So I'm constantly changing stuff around. But you ever want a private view? Let me know. I'll start pulling stuff out.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm a huge, art. I love collecting art myself, and I don't quite have. Being a cartoonist, I don't always get to get all the as nice a prizes as I'd want. But I got some great stuff, and I'm very happy with what I've got. Like behind me on the wall over there, there's a nice Bruce Timm Jungle Girl piece.
Wow.
Or a Dan DeCarlo Humorama cartoon.
Oh,
or there's a nice behind me. You can sort of see at an angle. I've got a nice Jordy Bernay page over there. So I surround myself with the artists whose work I love and inspires me. And in my head, my art looks like that, and unfortunately, when it comes out on the paper, it looks like I did it. But,
you sound like Morrison's the same way. Whenever he sees somebody draw, Ken, we've been very blessed with a lot of artists wanting to work with us, and then Ken will show Bill their stuff, and he'll be like, "Why are you showing me this? Why are you making me feel
bad about myself?" Is that what you want?
And it's like there's so many talented people out there. There's room for everybody, and I always feel really bad. And I know that people, portfolio is a very safe way to collect your art. Not everybody has enough walls to put stuff up. I just feel like, if I'm not looking at it, then why do I keep collecting all this art? I should move it on to somebody else who's going to really enjoy it. So I always am rotating and moving stuff around, and I just want to see it. That's why I buy it. I don't have a big enough house to put it everywhere. This isn't my permanent house, so I don't want to put everything in frames because that's just a pain to move. But, top loaders are good and convenient and temporary. And, I have portfolios to pack them all away in when I need to, but I do like to have them all around me. So,
yeah.
But I need a Pepoy in my collection, so I'm going to have to catch you at one of the 18 shows that you're going to be at.
Okay. Yeah. Or hey, there's still that last Simone and Ajax piece on the.
That's right.
On the Kickstarter.
One last piece.
It's a nice one. Ajax looks good in a fedora.
Nice. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me. I had fun doing these things.
Oh, it was a blast. And guys, next week, James Pascoe, and thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being part of 4C.
Go click that Kickstarter link.
Yes, he got it out.
And support his Simone and Jax, guys. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I just noticed something I didn't do right on here, so I'm making Leela even better here. So there you go.
There you go. Bacon, can you please read what's on the screen? Come on.
Too far in. I'm done.
Oh, guys, we have too much fun here. Thank you all everybody from 4C for joining us, guys, and we'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.